In 1932, Australia found itself embroiled in one of the most bizarre conflicts in history, the Great Emu War. This unusual war pitted the Australian military against a formidable and unlikely foe, the emu. After World War I, many Australian soldiers were given land in Western Australia to take up farming. However, as the Great Depression hit, these farmers faced increasing hardships, including a growing emu population. Emus, large flightless birds, migrated to the area in search of food and water, devastating crops and causing chaos for the struggling farmers. Desperate for a solution, the farmers turned to the government for help. In response, the government sent a small military force armed with Lewis machine guns to combat the emu invasion. The operation was led by Major G.P.W. Meredith of the Royal Australian Artillery. In November 1932, the war commenced. Their speed and erratic movements made them difficult targets for the soldiers. Even with machine guns, the emus often managed to escape unscathed, and the terrain complicated the military's efforts. Reports from the front lines were almost comedic. In one instance, soldiers ambushed a group of emus only to find that their guns jammed. The emus scattered in all directions, leaving the soldiers frustrated and humiliated. Major Meredith remarked on the birds' surprising agility and cleverness, comparing their tactics to that of a well-organized guerrilla force. After a month of fighting, with approximately 2,500 rounds of ammunition expended, only a few hundred emus had been killed. The rest of the emu population continued to roam freely, largely unaffected by the military's efforts. The operation was deemed a failure, and the soldiers withdrew. The Great Emu War ended with the emus as the clear victors, and the government eventually sought